her sleepy smile, the world awakes. Steam rises from our cups of warm delight. I hold your hand, everything's alright. Every moment feels so true. The morning air reminds me of you. The wind may chill, the leaves may fall, but in your arms I feel it all. A quiet laugh, a tender sigh, we're wrapped in warmth as time goes by. With you, my heart is home. Through autumn winds.
누구야?
he sleeps. I walk the road where silence weeps. The stars are dim, the sky's asleep, but your reflection stays with me. Autumn will remember us in every breath, in every hush. Though time will fade where we've become, the heart remains where we are from. Autumn will remember us in every away, the leaves begin to fall. I hear your voice in whispers, the softest sound of all. The city sleeps, but my heart stays awake, counting every moment, every breath I take. The autumn breeze carries your name. Without you here, nothing feels the same. I'm waiting in the silence of the night, hoping you'll return and hold me tight. The stars above, they know my truth. I'm lost, but I keep waiting here for you. What if tomorrow brings you back again? Would you still remember how it felt back then? Through all the seasons, through the pain, my love for you will never change. Final. I'm waiting in the silence. Lovers love waking up together, coffee brewing, gentle grace. Side by side, the world's brand new. Every dawn begins with you. With you, the morning feels so right. Soft and easy, golden light. Love is simple, pure and true. Every day begins with you. Silent streets and skies of blue. Every step I walk with you. Hand in hand the day will start. Love is glowing in my heart.